first ball, their first uniform, their first number, their first teammate, their first goal, their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiate.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Granite City Food and Brewery has two Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $24.99 a month.
I watch soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
لا تنسون تتابعونا على Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I like to watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
Me gusta mirar fútbol en Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I love watching soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
These two teams finished the 2021 season 1-2 in the OA Red. Both teams come in tonight's game undefeated. Berkeley 11-0, having a record of 29-3 dating back to last August. The Colts come in as match 6-0 and have only lost one game in their last 29 appearances, going 21-4 during that time. Who comes out tonight? Number 2, Troy High Colts versus number 3, Berkeley Bears, coming up next on the Michigan Soccer Network. everybody, and welcome into Troy High School here in Troy, Michigan for tonight's OAA Red League matchup between the number 2 Troy High Colts and number 3 Berkeley Bears, presented by Bella Football. Alongside my broadcast partner, Rick Larson, my name's Jonathan Turner, and we're excited to bring you tonight's Michigan Soccer Network Game of the Week.
Jonathan, glad to be here. It's a wonderful setting tonight here at Troy High School, and two fantastic soccer teams right on the brink of something special tonight. I think the most recent ranking show that we hosted put Troy at number 2 and Berkeley at number 3, and I really think we're in for a fantastic performance from both teams tonight.
Yeah, I am excited about this game here tonight. It is one of our 4 key matchups, a game of the week here coming up here over the next 4 weeks, and we're excited to be out here at Troy High School tonight, for this matchup. And Rick, looking at these two teams, while they are very different in their makeup, very similar in their results.
Yeah, I mean, teams that are really accustomed to winning, and they really do a good job of finding ways to score goals and create outcomes that favor their sides. I think it's going to be a really combative night tonight, and I'm really looking forward to see who's going to step up and be the player or the players, or maybe just find a little situation as a team to create a fantastic goal or goals to separate these two teams.
Yes, and looking at their record as a whole here, these last few weeks, and looking at the last couple of years, I mean, these two teams have an unbelievable history. If we look here at their current comparisons here, again, looking at the number 2 Troy Colts, they've got 1 state title on their belt. They got that back in 2003. Jimmy Statura was not the head coach then, but was a part of that squad. They have 6 district titles since 2010 and 5 league titles since 2000. Meanwhile, on the flip side, the Berkeley Bears have 4 district titles in school history, those dating back to 2000, 2005, 18, and 2020. They've had 0 league titles since 2000, but the comparison, not too bad.
Yeah, a couple years ago, I got the chance to see Berkeley play in the state playoffs, and they had a dynamic player named Jacob Schleicher, and it seems like they've continued to just, instead of rebuilding, they just have reloaded, and they've found a way to get here on the soccer map inside of a small community just next to Royal Oak there. And I think when you think about Troy, Michigan, and Troy High School, I think nobody would ever leave these guys out of a conversation for winning league championships and district titles and regional championships and the like. And certainly, we know that they have the capability to compete for a state championship.
Yeah, that they do, and again, you're just looking at their history. I mean, their record last year for Troy High, they were 18-1-4. They bowed out of the playoffs in the regional finals after losing to Anchor Bay, and had a phenomenal season. That's their only loss that they've had in their last 29 appearances. But an exciting matchup here coming up here, to say the least. We're excited about bringing you this first ever game of the week here on the Michigan Soccer Network. When we come back, we'll get into the starting 11s, look at the rosters as a whole, and take a look here at the OAA Red standings and more. So don't go anywhere. We're just about 9.5 minutes or so away from kickoff. You're watching the Michigan Soccer Network Game of the Week, presented by Bella Football.
Their first ball, their first uniform, their first number, their first teammate, their first goal. their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Granite City Food and Brewery has two Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $24.99 a month.
I watch soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
لا تنسون تتابعونا على ميشيغان سoccer network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I like to watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
Me gusta mirar fútbol en Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I love watching soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Welcome back here into the Troy High School here for tonight's OAA Red matchup. The number 2 Troy High Colts as they take on the number 3 Berkeley Bears. Those rankings were released here this past Sunday on the Michigan Soccer Network and our ranking show that we did here in our brand new studios out in Shelby Township. We had a chance to spend an hour looking at the rankings that were released to us mid-afternoon on Sunday, and we looking at the rankings, expected to see both Troy and Berkeley high atop the rankings here in the initial first part of these rankings here in the 2022 fall season, Rick.
Yeah, it's definitely expected. Both teams are very good, and as they finish their preparations for the game, I can tell that there's some players that I really look like they're ready for action tonight, and I'm excited to get this one underway.
Yeah, let's take a look here now, Rick, at the lineups for both these sides, looking at the full rosters. A number of really good players here. We talk about this throughout our broadcast, and we put the rosters up here for both sides, full rosters. We have traditionally not made a habit of putting the 11 on the screen, but today we did have access to that with plenty of time. So let's take a look here at the starting 11 here, starting with Berkeley. In goal tonight will be Seth Davidson, Owen Stone, Abe Schneickel, Chase McAvoy, Griffin Strasky, Andrew Cook, Luke Winter, Nevin Essenmacher, Henry Robertson, Andre Abolas, and Landon Pugh will be the 11 here for the Berkeley Bears tonight. And, Rick, who's starting here for Troy High?
For Troy High, we got George Hildebrand in the goal, Nick Worrell, Joseph Kershada, John Palomino. We also have Carter Kuzmano, James Levitt, Jack Hotz, Matthew Matuza Jr., Zach Penoza, Niall Laraquette, and Kai Dowling.
So those are your starting 11 here for both these sides. We'll leave this on the screen here for just a moment. Again, looking back at these two teams here and last year, again, very, very solid teams. But coming out here and leading the team right now in goals here for the Troy High Colts, Nick Worrell, 3 goals. He's got 4 assists. John Palomino's got 2 goals and 4 assists. And Levitt has 1 goal and 4 assists. And in goal, George Hillebrandt, he has 4 shutouts in his first 6 games.
Yeah, very impressive statistics on the Troy side for sure. And I think they've played, 6 games to this point?
Yes, they have. They have played 6 games here in this part of their season. But while we're getting everybody rolling in here and everybody getting all squared away for this match, which is just about 2 minutes away, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure that you hit the like. That way we know that you enjoyed the coverage here today here on the Michigan Soccer Network. We do have a live poll going on right now as part of this broadcast. Right now, Berkeley's in the lead with you guys thinking that they're up. Now it's 62% in favor of Berkeley winning this game. On Instagram, we had 93% in favor of Troy High. That was just ended here just a short time ago. 93%, 75 votes. That's a pretty strong.
Yeah, it's convincing. It's convincing. Our social media attachment is growing, and as I watch you scroll through the different social media accounts and the polls over here on our touch screen, we got a real impressive studio here tonight, and we'll keep taking in information from all our sources.
Well, that we will for sure. As I now hear, let's take a look at the OAA Red standings here on our screen. Berkeley currently sitting in first with 6 points. Oxford with 4. Troy's in third. They've only played 1 game here in the red. This will be their second game here. Athens is in that 4th spot, sitting with a win and a draw and a loss. Clarkston, same thing. 1 game though. They have a draw. They drew last Tuesday against Athens. Adams has played 2 games. They've lost 1 and tied 1. Rochester and Stoney round out the bottom right now of the OAA Red. So that is your standings as of today. That will, I am sure, as we know, will change here at the end of this game.
Yeah, that was an exciting matchup between Athens and Clarkston the other night with the last second 37-yard free kick to tie the game at 3.
Yeah, Ben Maher, what a phenomenal shot that was from, like I said, like you said, 37, 35 yards. Doesn't really matter at that point.
Yeah, he hit an absolute laser.
Just an absolute laser. Again, my name's Jonathan Turner. I'm alongside my broadcast partners tonight, Rick Larson. Follow me on Twitter at Jonathan Turner. You're at 4 Victory Soccer is what Rick Larson's handle is. So as we're starting to see here, these teams line up and get ready here for tonight's matchup. The poll is continuing to move in the opposite direction of Troy High. It's interesting to see how one team will look at another on different social media and see the difference, the percentages. It's interesting.
Yeah, I would imagine different parts of town are on different social media platforms.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to hand it over here to the public address announcer here at Troy High School.
Sports are always winners. Now let us introduce our visitors from Berkeley High School. Starting with number 0, Hunter Robertson. Number 00, Seth Davidson. Number 1, Will Knight. Number 2, Dennis Hayes. Number 3, Owen Stone. Number 4, Nate Jupe. Number 5, Micah Green. Number 6, Abe Schnackle. Number 7, Chase McAvoy. Number 8, Griffin Strasky. Number 9, Andrew Cook. Number 10, Luke Winter. Number 11, Evan Essenmacher. Number 12, Kai Nielsen. Number 13, Joe Voss. Number 14, Jackson Kane. Number 15, Gabe Callio. Number 16, Henry Robinson. Number 18, Parker Doko. Number 19, Andrew Bruce. Number 20, Max Burl. Number 21, Landon Pugh. Number 22, Sam Neo. Number 23, Zoran Djurjevic. Number 24, Brody Kane. The Bears are coached by Steve Wolsbeck, and he's assisted by Zach Hobson. And now let's meet the home team for tonight's match, your Troy Colts. Starting with number 0, George Hildebrand. Number 1, Ben Sumner. Number 2, Christian Ozami. Number 3, Clay Kuzmano. Number 4, Joe Kleiman. Number 5, Noah Yee. Number 6, Nick Worrell. Number 7, Mark Lisney. Number 8, Yusuf Kurchista. Number 9, John Palomino. Number 10, Carter Kuzmano. Number 11, the birthday boy, James Levitt. Number 12, Jack Hutz. Number 13, Yusuf Ibrahim. Number 14, Matthew Matuza Jr. Number 15, Zach Penoza. Number 16, Johnny Worrell. Number 17, Ibrahim Bakuni. Number 19, Lucas Loroquette. Number 21, Noel Loroquette. Number 22, Kai Dowling. And number 23, Dervin Chen. The Colts are coached by Jim Statura. He's assisted by Adam Spix and Alan Zachariah. At this time, if you would all please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem. Another beautiful rendition there of the national anthem as we are about to get underway here in this highly anticipated number 2 versus number 3, Rick.
Yeah, just both teams going to go through some reinforcements just before kickoff here. Looks like Berkeley's got some customary collection of players on the ground that they use, and Troy's a little bit more casual with what they're doing over there, just getting some final drink of water and chatting with the coach real quick, and we're getting ready for kickoff.
So, you just sent my daughter a text message, and she's 14, just turned 14 here on Tuesday.
Yeah, she had a birthday, right?
She did, just turned 14, and I just texted her, like, hey, how's everything going? And she's like, the house is on fire.
Perfect. So, just as you would expect. 14-year-old is in charge, and the house is on fire. All sounds right, like it's running right down the middle of the road.
Wow, man. Well, hey, I wouldn't be remiss here to say that earlier today, the longest monarch in modern history passed away at the age of 96. Queen Elizabeth passed away here earlier today.
Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth.
Rest in peace. An
amazing run.
70 years.
Yeah.
70 years.
It's funny. One of the players I was talking to earlier said something to me about about this. Like, wow, what a shock. I said, well, I was actually alive when Princess Di passed away, and that was a shock.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about. But hey, everybody, get ready for a game of the week here, presented by Bella Football. I mentioned again, I'm alongside my broadcast partner Rick Larson. I'm Jonathan Turner. And we are about to get underway. I feel as though we're missing a referee.
Yeah, they look like they're setting the ground rules for a two-man system here and checking the nets and making sure everything's correct. But we think we're one referee short.
That is right. And if you're just tuning in here, we're moments away from kickoff here. Tonight, Berkeley Bears will be in the all-white kits, going right to left on your screen. Well, maybe. I think they're doing their coin toss right now. Here they are here as the captains step over. That's number 6, Nick Worrell, one of the captains. Carter Kuzmano, John Palomino, and James Levitt, who the public address announcer mentioned it's his birthday today.
Yeah.
So I guess sometimes you just got to pay attention.
He's 18 years old, and looks like they're having the largest collection of captains for a coin toss that I've ever seen.
Yeah, there's like
7
combined
guys in there.
7 guys.
I think that helps to replace the one referee that's missing.
On Berkeley's side, their captains, Henry Robertson, Andrew Belos, and Luke Winter. Those are the captains for the Berkeley Bears. Again, 11-0.
wins the toss.
And I would imagine they would elect to stay on the side they're on.
As they did.
So yes, as I was saying, Berkeley Bears will be going right to left on your screen in the all-white kits. And in their black and white trimmed kits, Troy High Colts will be going left to right. We had an option here tonight to either go in the press box on that far side and face the sun, or choose this nice and cozier press box here on the west side that does not face the sun. So
looking into the players being highlighted by the sun makes it so much easier to call a game. My only issue is it's me and the Wasps over here in the right side window, but we're going to make our way through it, I think.
Well, I am sorry that you're going through that. The poll right now has shifted to Troy High, as it is now at 55% in favor with 11 votes. As Jimmy Statura and Steve Volosik will stand next to each other here for this kickoff. That's a good show of coaching sportsmanship. It's a high sign of respect. As maybe we're still waiting for the third official to show up, maybe, as they're not kicking the ball around.
Yeah, the referee's he's milling through his bag, probably scrolling through his Scrolodex there and see if he can find a close by referee's number.
I mean, to be fair, this is something that we have to continue to talk about, and tomorrow morning.
Yeah, he's on the phone right now, as you can tell.
Yeah, probably maybe figuring out where the third official is. But here's the deal: we've been talking about this on and off during the course of the last 6 months. You know, the referee shortage in this country going to have profound impacts on the game of soccer here in Michigan and everywhere in between.
First, hopefully nothing has happened to the third official, but to your point, it's we're in a serious crisis for referees.
Well, and we are, and we're going to be working with the Michigan Referee Committee on finding creative ways through our network to be able to help with the shortage, whether that be through education, through development, through whatever it's going to take to help with the shortage here, because we know that for this game to continue to be played at a high level across the state, it requires officials. And
It is a requirement, and I think one of the things that to attract young officials that want to get excited about the game, it's got to be enjoyable for them. And I think that sometimes in the ether there's conversations that it's everybody says this and everybody yells and all the other things. I think a lot of it's in the spirit of the game, and I think some of that just needs to be directed a little bit more positively and maybe not directed at the officials. And I think that will help us start to initiate some of these younger refs into these higher levels.
Yeah, as well, it looks as though I thought I saw some flags coming out. So hopefully that means that referees will have their third member of the crew here showing up. But hey, you know what? We roll with the punches here at the Michigan Soccer Network, right?
Yeah, very capable of rolling with the punches and being adaptable inside the booth here as I kind of bob and weave here with the Wasps.
I am sorry about that. That's on one thing I cannot control is what happens here, you know, with the Wasps. I would bring you into our press box, but the sun is so bright right now that I don't think you can even see us. But here's while we have some dead time here, let's talk about what's going to be happening here in regards to our upcoming high school highlight show. You know, coming up here on the 18th of September, we will be launching our high school highlight show that will start from 6 to 8. Oh, so there.
Oh, it's the center.
Yep.
Well, that's why we haven't got underway yet.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But we are starting our high school show here, a highlight show, starting September the 18th. That will air from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Michigan Soccer Network here, hosted by Robert Kerr. He will be our host. And he will guide us through all 4 divisions of all things high school soccer here in Michigan. And then at the end of that show, it'll kick right into our high school ranking show from 8 to 9.
Wow, just really increasing the programming.
Yeah.
Those highlight shows are fantastic. And anytime we can get a collection of video from all around the state and put it all in one location, I think it's awesome for the players and the fans and the parents and, you know, certainly coaches that put in so much time to get these players in position to put together, you know, performances that are highlight worthy.
And no question. And during that show, we'll have highlights and results and talk about different things going on throughout the state, which will help us, I think, especially with the rankings that came out this past Sunday. Those were really preseason rankings, to be fair, right? I mean, because, you know, the teams that just kind of got underway, a lot of it was based off of last year, which is totally understandable. But with the highlights and the interviews and things that we do with that show, I think with the rankings are then, you know, presented later that night afterwards, I think it'll kind of help tie it together.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think getting some more occurrences, digesting some more games and processing what's went on in those games and who's performed under certain circumstances, and you know, tonight's game's a big matchup based on the fact that it's two top five teams in the state.
Yeah, and then you know, I was just thinking about this. You know, you as a college coach, for those of you who don't know, Rick is one of the head coaches. It looks like I'm gonna be. Who did? He thought it was an 8 o'clock game for high school. Oh, fair. Okay, well, the center referee, Jimmy Satura, was just tuning me into what was going on. The referee thought it was an 8 o'clock start. I mean, hey, we just came off of the Yemeni Community Championship here this past week, which was phenomenal. We had a chance to bring in, you know, Arabic guest commentators that did a fantastic job, Rick. And, you know, but all the games were supposed to start an hour and a half, you know, before we actually started them. So we're used to this point.
Yeah, the adaptability and flexibility and all those things have to come into play. And, you know, the fact that, I don't know, one guy knew that he thought it was at 8 o'clock, a little bit of a head scratcher, but you know what? Here we are, and we're going to wait.
We are. And, you know, I was going to say this, though. Looking at this, right, we have a Berkeley team that, from top to bottom, if I were to pin them up against, you know, Jimmy Statura's side, you know, might not have all of the pieces that Jimmy and Troy Colts have, but they're a gritty team. They work hard. They're well organized. They defend very well. They're very dangerous because of that. But when you look at where we are right now, you know, a team coming out here, coming into, you know, they're the guest tonight, they're the visitor. You know, what does this stoppage right now, this delay, how does that play into both of these sides and how this game will start?
Yeah, I think it's, you know, it probably favors Troy because it's they're more comfortable here. And I think the team that always travels the most difficult thing to do in sports for me is to travel and play. And I know it's just across town, but they had to get on a bus and come over here, and now they thought the game was going to kick off at 7, and now they're sitting on the bench waiting for the third official to show up. And maybe some of that angst is gone, and maybe that's maybe that'll help to calm them down. But it looks like Troy is the team that's more comfortable and relaxed, and having to kick around and doing some juggling in partners and things like that. And their captain, number 10, is staying limber and making sure that he's doing a good job of leading by example over there.
Yeah. Hey, this is the one thing. But if you can look across the field right now at that student section is, I think they call themselves the Bear Pack maybe, but that's the Berkeley Bears high school student section.
Oh,
so
all right.
They do a really good job of, when they travel, bring a very, very strong fan base with them.
Okay, they're at a low boil right now, but it's a large collection of students for sure. I'd say, 40.
Yeah, I would say 40 to 60 players.
Yeah, for sure.
Fans over there, and they get loud and they get excited and sometimes obscene. But hey, they're high school kids, so that's going to happen. But they do a really good job, and I figured let's give them some credit. Matter of fact, probably at halftime I might run over there and get some video of it. So and then use.
I think
that
while you're over there, I'm going to go to the concession stand. I heard that they're serving Chick-fil-A here at Troy High School, so I'm going to get a 6-piece nugget. I think some of that dipping sauce.
To be fair, I had Popeyes for lunch, and I think Popeyes gets. I think there's a reason why people like Chick-fil-A. I think it has a lot more to do with the sauce than it does the actual chicken. I think the Chick-fil-A sauce is what it really does. I think because to be honest with you, I think about this all the time. But you can't take the sauce from McDonald's and chicken nuggets, and it doesn't mix with a Wendy's chicken nugget or a Burger King. They just don't mix. It's like the sauces for those establishments just work with those.
So you believe they paired them up perfectly?
I believe they have. Yeah. So I feel like when I go to Popeyes, I get the bold barbecue sauce. They've also got a great Cajun sauce as well. But that bold barbecue doesn't go well with the chicken nugget from McDonald's. It doesn't go well with the chicken nugget from Wendy's.
I have not been to Popeyes, but when I travel down south on Telegraph, and there's that Popeyes just north of 12 Mile.
Yep.
The drive-through is spilled out onto Telegraph. So there's something there. There's something there.
Danny Garrett goes, they serve Chick-fil-A at Troy High School. Doesn't mess around. Yeah, it's the
real deal here.
Most people would go, but here's the deal. We were at Troy Athens last week, and they had ramen noodle galore in the back.
Well, and they were cooking on the barbecue, and it just smelled like hamburgers and hot dogs. And the environment was awesome.
So a lot going on. Remind everybody, tomorrow night we're going to be out at Grosse Pointe South as they welcome in their rival, Grosse Pointe North. So rivalry week continues, and then on Saturday we're going to be out at out at Romeo as they welcome in De La Salle at a 1 p.m. kickoff, and then next week is going to be fun. We got Sterling Heights Stevenson. I believe they're playing against I believe it's Grosse Pointe South. And then on Tuesday we head out to Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids Christian takes on East Grand Rapids East or East Grand Rapids. They're both ranked, I think, number 9 and 10 right now in Division 2. So that's our game of the week next Tuesday. Wednesday we're at Fraser as they welcome in Utica. So a good, strong week. The following week on Tuesday, I'll be out at Troy Athens as they welcome in Troy High. So that's
as we get into the heart of the schedule, man, all those games sound awesome.
Yeah, they do. And then we get into the next week after that. We have a rivalry between Plymouth, Salem, and Canton.
That's the one, right at the park.
So
right at the park, man. Yep. That's for all the shillings.
We look, the referees are grabbing their flags. Maybe they're getting ready.
Here he is.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Center official's here.
Thought it was an 8 o'clock game, but he has made it in here. Hey, the poll has shifted back in favor of Berkeley. 53% now in favor of Berkeley winning this match. So this poll will run right till halftime. So public address announcer now saying the delay is,
Well, I think he's created some expectations for himself. We all kind of had to wait for him, and he's going to.
So I think he's going to referee a fantastic match. The wait, right?
Yep.
As now the players have now taken the field, and it looks as though we are going to get this thing underway.
Yeah, I think we're going to do this.
So the kickoff now, which was slated to be right around 7 o'clock. Now 7:27 is the official time. And watching as Owen Stone just nice little pass through up the midfield line. And here we go. We're underway here at Troy High School for this OAA Red matchup as the Berkeley Bears opt to go direct right towards that back line, as a lot of high school teams do.
Larroquette did a good job dealing with the sun and getting that initial long pass cleared out.
Kuzmano, he knocks it to Levitt. Levitt up that left side.
Troy kind of feigned a counterattack there and then decided to keep possession.
You know, Jimmy Shachur is a very, very good tactical coach. We talked earlier on the phone today about kind of like formations and this is a good ball right here. Make it out wide. It's Kirchheister.
It's excellent work by Troy to keep the ball.
There's Matusa Jr. Wide, but just talking about their formations, they played a 4-4-2 last against Crow-Seal. Moved to a 3-6-1 is Worrell now. Team's leading scorer with 3.
He's an exciting player that's got some danger written all over him.
That's a misplay there by James Levitt, the birthday boy. But just, you're going to see some adjustments from Statura that that will make his team more dangerous throughout this match. This ball played back. That was Larroquette, and now to this near side to Penoza goes out of touch. Now Penoza
back on it. Yep. Really
Palomino.
Good feed by Palomino there.
Oh, yeah. Palomino's a strong player here for the Colts. Returned 14 players from their last year, regional final run, 18-1-4.
Great little layoff by McAvoy there. Nobody was ready for that little 3-person combination that got set up early by McAvoy. Yeah, Palomino with impressive feet there. He's kind of held on to the ball in a phone booth there and just played a little hide and seek. It was really impressive.
So a throw in here now for Penoza and the Colts.
Winter knocks it out there.
So I mentioned Palomino has 2 goals here on the season. And 4 assists. This ball thrown to Worrell. All over the back of Robertson. Something that you might see in an early OA Red matchup with 2 ranked teams, trying to figure each other out. Might see some conservative play. Might see some, you might not see that quick transitional play that maybe you might see later in the game as it starts to open up. As Penoza will look to throw a long one here right towards, I believe that was Palomino. I was talking with the head coach Steve Volosik from Berkeley, and he was talking about because originally he had the goalkeeper Robertson is what he had in his lineup for me. He had mentioned he had moved Davidson in, even though Davidson's slightly smaller than Robertson. He felt that just his aggressiveness and his speed would be an advantage as Troy maybe plays some big balls over the top. He can go get those balls and hopefully shut those down.
Even though he might not be. It seemed like a good move. Davidson looks up for it. I mean, he just hammered that goal kick way past the midline. Palomino ducking in there.
That's just going to roll out, it looks like. Just out of touch. And over that goal line. 5 minutes into this one, it's 0-0. Game is, I wouldn't say not even close being opened up yet. Again, real conservative play Both these teams figure each other out.
Troy looks like they're in that 4-4-2. Looks like they're playing a diamond in midfield. We're looking straight across at their midfield. They get the two players
look at this
up front.
ball over the top. Oh, and that's going to be headed right back to the goalkeeper, Hildebrandt, and he's able to come up with it. But that was Andrew Belos that was there, and the senior almost got a head on it.
Hildebrandt was brave.
Ball is intended there for the birthday boy Levitt. Just too much pace on it. Metsua.
Intercepted by
Austin. Now here's some transitional play now. On the counter come the Berkeley Bears. McAvoy here on this near side. Pinoza there to defend for the Colts. And he'll clear that one out for a throw-in.
He got that out for a throw, huh?
Seems like it did. It didn't go out for a corner. But looked like a long throw-in.
Pinoza did well.
Yeah, I will say this much. I don't feel like they build press boxes for people to actually be able to see.
No. The vantage point here is me walking around from shaded window to open window to avoiding wasps.
So Robertson will throw this one in right towards the top of the penalty area, and that's headed right into the arms of Hildebrandt.
Robertson sure can wing it.
And you're seeing a lot more of those long throws, and they play them like corner kicks. I'm a firm believer, you just put everything in the mix, right near the goalkeeper. Challenge that goalkeeper every chance you get.
Yeah, get some flicks or knockdowns or...
I just don't think that we do. I think we overthink, like a set piece. I feel like it's overthought. And I'm not saying you shouldn't overthink a set piece, because I think that there's some time to be creative and really creative. But to be fair, at this level, just put it in there, because, man, when you put it in there, just anything can happen. Deflections off of a defender, own goals, you name it. Throw it right at the goalkeeper. He might mishandle it, goes right in the goal. And if you challenge it, who knows what can happen. So this ball played up over the top, looking for Palomino. It's headed away.
Short possessions here, a couple transition moments, kind of balls in the air, and it's lively. And
Poll now is at 50-50 here.
Troy's going to get on it now and see if they can set something up.
That's Dowling looking to play this up over the top for Palomino. Now comes Davidson, the junior.
Kind of looks like Berkeley's playing some form of 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 maybe.
Yeah, they tend to play a lot more of a 3-5-2 in their history.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to deal with these two forwards in a man-to-man kind of way.
As we're going to watch Hildebrandt come over. I believe that was Hotz that shielded him off. We were going to possibly see Lucas Lariquette start here in place of Hotz, but was that ball that hit Worrell's hand? But they're going to let that keep going. It's Worrell here now on this near side. But Chatura said he got banged up a little bit in training and had some swelling and just didn't want to start him. Looks like they went out for a corner. First corner of the match here coming up here for either side.
No, it's a goal kick.
Oh, they are? Well, he pointed to a corner. So.
Yeah, it's goal kick. Berkeley defenders did a real good job there at corralling Worrell. Forced him to dribble out of bounds.
But I mentioned that, like I said, in regards to Lucas Larquette, just with everything that happened, he just said he wasn't going to take that chance. He was going to make it a game time decision. As when now Worrell lays it back to Matsura Jr. looking to play that Kirchista. Pinoza can't bring it in, and now here on the counter comes the Berkeley Bears.
McAvoy's lively over here on the near side, at the left-footed player up the left side for Berkeley.
Pinoza, Palomino plays it. I'm assuming he was thinking that the play there to Matsuzua Jr. there, but just wasn't able to get it to him.
It was either a little bit too hard or got the angle wrong.
Guzmano. He'll still have possession. Looks for Worrell. Finds him right there in the middle of the park. Hard not to miss Worrell with that long, shiny yellow hair. Blonde hair. Not yellow. Probably not the right word.
Yeah, he gets running. That hair's everywhere. Looks like he's on fire when he's running. He's a really explosive player.
Billis. Stone. As we're going to see some subs come in here for the Bears. It's like Jupe, Knight, and Nielsen. Again, real no opportunity here 10 minutes into this one. Both teams still filling each other out. Again, short possession. Nothing really long standing. This ball played into Penzoa. Penoza now will throw this one in here for the Colts. We're going to see another long throw in. Ball thrown right in there, and Davidson is able to come up with it.
That is some throw by Penoza.
And like I said, they throw it right into the mix. You know, you got to challenge a goalkeeper, especially early in a match like this. See what he's capable of, and that's another good punt.
It looks like Berkeley has no intentions of playing out of the back, but they sure can get in the other half in a hurry with what Davidson's got to offer.
Oh, well, that's well done.
Did a great job of holding the defender off there.
That he did, as he makes his way now up this center part. They took a shot from distance, and that's going to go wide. Not a bad look. Good work right there from Worrell. Just couldn't get it on frame.
Yeah, Troy's tried to combine through midfield and get Palomino going, and then, you know, they hit him with a quick one there, a long pass into Worrell, who was able to spin the defender and get a shot off from 25 yards.
So it looked like Cook, McAvoy, and Essenmacher stepped off. Penoza into Palomino. Oh, looking for Worrell, just too much pace. Davidson comes over, and that's going to be an easy one for him to grab all day long. It's another good punt.
Yeah. Dealing with those, it's not easy. It's not easy.
No, distribution from the goalkeeper, Seth Davidson's been phenomenal early in this match. First time we've seen them. He's had Berkeley's got 5 more games under their belt than Troy. They've got 11 games. They played against. I actually have their schedule here and their results here from earlier this week.
Yeah, that 11-0 record is impressive, especially as early as we are in the season.
Yeah, no question. Looking at Berkeley, you know, they had a game here against Romeo Summit Homeschoolers on Tuesday. They won that one 2-0. But looking back at their record, who they played: Warren Cosno 4-0, Imlay City 3-0, Goodrich 1-0, Frankenmuth 2-0, Fraser 2-0, Haslett 6-0, Linden 5-0, Lapeer 3-0. Rochester Stony Creek 3-1. That was their OA Red matchup here last week. Palomino looking for Worrell. Troy
a little cut pass, a little reverse pass.
Yeah,
that was good from Palomino. Good run by Worrell. Just got cut out by the Berkeley back line there. Hott's on a good tackle. Looks like he's going to initiate the attack now.
It's Hott playing the left back and puts this one inside towards the 18 and cleared away. And played back. And now the senior Matthew Matsuda Jr., he loses it though.
100%. I
think that was 11.
My second deal here, 100% through text. Yeah, I'd ever walk in the building.
Oh, look at this. It's across inside the 18.
Everything was done.
Great attack by Berkeley.
He just ran and signed it and done. So
really good cross. It was really dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Now Worrell, here he comes. Now the game's starting to open up a little bit.
I mean, you know, especially now with, you know, everyone. COVID was you know, for the outside sales rep was kind of a blessing because everyone went home, and then Zoom, you know, it took over, and all these meetings that now would have been
got across the goalkeeper. He thought he could deal with it, but had too much bend on it, too much pace. Ended up bouncing in the box.
Oh, look at that! Now a foul.
As many of those as I can. Not to take the personal touch, but I also feel like, just as a businessman myself, It's finding time in the day.
Kirchheister?
To have a meeting where your people are.
Is that what we settled on? That's a lot of syllables, a lot of consonants in there.
Time as much as they used to, and being efficient while driving from one appointment to the next to the next to the next.
Troy setting up, Berkeley bringing everybody back. Just one guy in the front post, though. That's interesting.
Ball comes in, and that might go off for another corner, and it does.
Kirchheister? Is that what we settled on? That's a lot of syllables, a lot of consonants in there.
So I just wanted our clock had a malfunction, so I'm going to move it back down.
Levitt's going to hit this corner.
That he will as this ball comes in. Davidson goes up, gets a punch on it. Now Worrell will come over and slide over to grab it.
There's that aggression that the Berkeley coach was looking for. Davidson did a really good job of coming out and boxing that ball, keeping it going in the same direction. Troy's is one step ahead of the Berkeley defenders there as they try to play out of the back. Penoza wasn't able to keep that one in.
Yeah, sorry about the clock. For some reason, that was acting up. Now it's back to normal, at least on our broadcast. I can't speak to the other broadcast, the other clock on the field, but this ball pops up, and Belos, he was looking for Nielsen just too much. As Penoza now will throw this one in. Palomino
stepped on the ball there a little bit.
Winter. Another interception. Kuzmano. And a go on a touch.
Kuzmano got caught on the ball, and it was fortunate that Berkeley kicked it out for a throw-in. Jupe.
So Penoza will throw this one in. Kersista. And he'll put this, that's not a bad ball at all. Looking for Worrell on that far side. Will Knight will come over for the Bears as they look to build. Good defensive play there by Worrell.
His hair was on fire that time. He was determined to block that clearance.
So we're going to see a sub. Looks like Chase McAvoy will step back on as Kay Nielsen will step off.
It's a great asset when your forwards are willing to work that hard in defense. Try to keep your opponent in their own half.
Oh, is now Belos and Knight. Now we'll see a foul.
Knight did a good job of putting himself in a situation where Troy had to foul him.
So typically, this ball is played short and played fast.
A lot of room there.
Oh, look at this ball. Far
really
post,
good cross.
Punched away by Hildebrandt. As the flag did go up, though, for offsides. Berkeley typically will have their goalkeeper take their free kicks from 50 or 60 yards away and put them right towards goal. He was coming up.
Davidson was on his way up.
Yep.
But then they decided to play that, I wouldn't call it short, but it certainly wasn't long, in that in-between space. And then they got the ball deep into the box, which Hildebrandt did a great job of boxing.
That they did is Worrell now.
He's going to get all the way through to Penoza.
Yeah, he was looking for Casista, and now Palomino has a good turn on the ball. Oh, good cutback, pullback, Penoza. Casista puts us in for Worrell. Can he get a head on it? It drops right to his feet and just can't bring it in to get a shot on frame.
Yeah, I think Berkeley was fortunate there. That ball dropped right to Worrell's feet, and he just was not able to get a shot off.
Kuzmano down in that corner. Knight there to defend for the Bears. And the ball cleared up.
Ossenmacher.
Looking at this for what it is right now, Troy right now seems moving the ball around fairly well, especially this last couple spells. Do you look at this right now and say Troy looks like the better team, or is it still too early to say that?
Well, I'm not sure. Depending on what if you're not in the pregame discussion in the preparation for the game, I'm not sure. Berkeley's seems pretty content to sit back and counterattack a little bit, and Troy seems to try to attempt to chip away at some of these intricate little pockets in the defense and try to get Worrell and Palomino to get turned and create some chances, but there hasn't been a great chance yet for Troy, so it's hard to say.
That's fair. Is a good cutback by Kersista.
Yeah, really good turn.
That's a
skillful players in midfield for Troy.
Matuza. And then drops this one back. That was Larquette. Looking to put it in the middle there for Worrell. Yeah. Palomino comes up, drops it to Worrell, back to Palomino, and cleared away. Last year, these two teams met each other twice. Back on September 21st, it was a 1-1 draw. And then they faced off again, I believe, in districts. On the 21st of October, Troy High won that game 2-1. That was a district final matchup. So last year, the last loss for the Berkeley Bears was against Troy High in the district finals.
It's a new year. It's a new team.
Well, I mean, Troy High's got 14 returning players.
Yeah, it's they got an impressive cavalry of players, that's for sure.
So we're going to see a free kick. I'd like to play short. Not play short, but
try to get
tricks the players up. That's Dowling there as he puts it in for Worrell.
As I alluded earlier, not short but not long either.
I know. Kuzmano looked like he was lining up one. As Belos now up this near side. He's going to be shoved over.
Yeah.
Promising attack. You'd think that might be a yellow card, or at least a talking to.
Yeah, it's a tactical foul there. Matuza did a good job of cutting off the Berkeley attack in transition, and a lot of times that is a yellow card.
But a foul is coming up here, a free kick, I mean.
Yeah, he didn't get a yellow card on this occasion.
Robertson will look to play this one long into the 18. He does. Penoza will head it away as he'll come right to Palomino. Oh. That was a good takeaway, but just not able to bring that in was Belos. Good ball into Matuza. Now, Worrell, he'll go down. Nothing there.
He's so active.
Yeah, no question.
Causes that line all kinds of trouble. Now he's even willing to come down here and defend in midfield.
Oh, they're going to call that a foul. I think that was on Dowling. And it
Dowling was playing hard there, and I think he expected it to maybe not be a foul. But, when you gain such an advantage when the player goes down, it's you got to call it.
So we're with 17 to go here in this first half. 0-0 is your score. Again, there's been really no opportunities of real value in this game. You think the run of play, it seems as though Troy High's had the upper hand, but in transition and counterattack, Berkeley Bears, this ball is played low towards the near post. That's a dangerous ball into that space, and Hildebrandt comes up with it.
Wow, how that got all the way to Hildebrandt, and he was able to hold that cleanly. That was impressive.
Yeah, because you think that that's one of those plays where you're not expecting to come all the way through. You might mishandle it, needs a rebound, and that's an open goal poke in, but he was able to keep that under control as this ball is now switched diagonally, just too much pace, and back to Davidson.
Yeah, the chances are similar, and maybe now Berkeley's had a couple of good chances to get into Troy's box and create something that and Hildebrandt has dealt with it really, really well.
So Stone will drop it back to McAvoy.
McAvoy, the shifty left-footed players coming back across the field there.
Oh, look, Belos was right there. It was Jupe, and Belos had some miscommunications. Ball played out wide to Knight, and then flag will go up for him being in an offside position.
Knight was standing offside, I guess. But yeah, the territory battle certainly is, goes to Troy at this point in the game, and their ability to handle the ball and try to move the defense around. And play through midfield and play in a little bit of combination play, and some in the interior has been excellent.
Ball played to Levitt. Sorry, Matt Sura Jr., I apologize. Now Pinoza, and that's cleared away by Landon Pugh, and they're going to call that a corner kick. Yeah, they're going to say it's a corner kick, so a corner kick coming up here for Troy Hike, as now Lucas Larroquette will come in. Lucas, I mentioned before, he was kind of on that question mark part, wanted to make sure he warmed up, and Statura said, hey, we're going to keep him out at 11 here to start this game, and now he's in. As Levitt puts this one into the mix, and Davidson goes up, gets a good punch on it. The ball still in a dangerous attacking opportunity here for the Coles as they clear this one up. Knight's going to try to run onto it, and Dowling will clear it up. And then Pinoza puts it right back in the box. This is going to bounce in between, and Davidson comes away with it. But not a bad spell there for the Colts.
Yeah, I think, one of the things you said when you had the conversation with Coach Wolozik, his expectations at Davidson were that he was going to deal with some of those things, balls in the box and high balls and things like that, in a real aggressive, brave manner, and he's lived up to those expectations.
So Kuzmano tried to come down with it. He was surrounded by two Berkeley Berry players. As now we're seeing Knight play more of an attacking role. We saw him playing right back here a few moments ago. And now he's playing up top as a striker. As now here comes the Colts and Lindsay. Lisney pulls it back. Good defensive play by Pugh once again. That's the second time in as many moments that he's been strong
Good turn
defensively.
by McAvoy.
Well, that ball might just go out of touch, and it does. The flag is up.
McAvoy can dance on that sideline. I thought we'd have some things coming from this left-footed player. He's got some tricks up his sleeve for sure. Guess that ball just snuck out of bounds. Troy's real fortunate there.
Pinoza lays it back. Oh, and that's a misplayed ball. But given right back to the Colts, and Kuzmano.
Yeah, when they give it away so cheap, you got to find a way to keep it.
Yeah, you do. You got to be a little more patient.
Compromise the ball again just does not help your team.
Matuza.
Pinoza with a couple errant passes straight into the Berkeley back line there. Now Berkeley's on the front foot on the counterattack again.
Cook. Hassenmacher. And that's another giveaway. It's Kuzmano. Out wide. Lisney now still fighting, looking for Palomino in the middle of the park. Palomino cuts it back once again. Keeps it at his feet, slicing and dicing. Pulls it back once again. It bounces off a Berkeley Bear defender.
That was impressive. Some little stop and start, and then I think he was trying to chip the keeper.
Possibly.
Yeah, the way that he kind of prepped that ball to take the final action on goal there, it looked like he kind of got his eyes up and it was looking like he was going to play one over the top.
I'm actually hearing Jimmy Statura saying it doesn't need to be perfect. And I agree. I think a lot of times players, they want that perfect, they want that bicycle. They want that perfect, unbelievable shot, right? That goes up upper 90, far post, But a goal is a goal, no matter how it goes in. Now look at this opportunity. Is Davidson, you got to do better than that. I believe that was Kuzmano on the shot.
Troy led by Palomino there in the attack, just the full pace, and really put a lot of pressure on the Berkeley defense. I think one more pass there puts them behind that line.
Oh, Stone goes in, and now Stone takes his shot, deflects back. As Schnakel,
Larroquette lost track of that.
Now Belos Pelosa's a dangerous player here. As he cuts it inside, he'll go down, and then they'll be cleared out.
I don't think there'd be some calls, shouts for a penalty there, but I don't know. He tried to force his way through. It was a little bit of the actions of Belos there, and not the actions of the defenders.
I think this is going to be a throw-in here on this near side.
Yeah, this Robertson, he can really throw this thing.
That he can. He's got some big targets too in the box. Belos and Pugh's in there as well. Nope. As the ball comes in, it's going to bounce around, and a diving save there for Hildebrandt. It didn't seem too dangerous, but those are the kind of ones that can skirt in, and if you throw it into the mix, like I've said, opportunities can be created.
Yeah, it was a little floaty. It didn't really have enough sting on it to get past a goalkeeper of Hildebrandt's quality, and he did a good job of collecting it and beginning the attack for his team.
Palomino
overcooking it a little bit. I've been impressed now with Berkeley's ability to withstand Troy's pressure and then create some pressure of their own.
Again, well-organized squad. Steve Losig been at the helm for a number of years. It was a good ball out wide, and we'll be able to stay on. No, it doesn't. It's a well-organized team. I mean, he's done a fantastic job for this squad. And, he's led them to not one but 2 district titles here in the last number of years. This ball will go out of touch on that far side.
Guzmano.
Oh, and he'll actually, and there's some kicking and some extracurriculars there. There's Belos and Guzmano.
Some extracurriculars, and then they were having a slight conversation there. I think it.
So yeah, looking at this, Steve's been at Berkeley for 13 years at the helm, and again they finished in second place last year in the red. This ball played into Worrell, trying to come away with it. He does. Looks to clear this up, finding Palomino. That's good work from Worrell.
That's some intuitive play between Palomino and Worrell. Then they find each other again. Palomino showing off that nifty footwork and keeping the ball, making 2 Berkeley defenders chase. There's Berkeley on the counter again.
Oh, look at this. That's Belos now. Oh, look at a little back heel to Stone. It just doesn't connect.
Belos came out second best in that collision, I think.
So now here comes the counter. Palomino looking out wide here to Lisney, and Belos is still down. You know, last week we had a chance to call Catholic Central as they, visited Brother Rice. Looking at you would now see the number 1 team and the number 2 team in the state, along with the number 3 team. It's looking at Catholic Central, they have some explosiveness in Kyle Pearson.
Yeah, the power up front for Catholic Central certainly is a difference maker. Their build-up play and ability to get it into Pearson is impressive, but I've been impressed with Troy's ability to build up through midfield as well, and find their top 2 guys in Worrell and Palomino. So, maybe at one point tonight you're going to put me on the spot here, but I'd really, really look forward to a matchup between those 2 teams.
I would look forward to it as well. Now the Colts play this around that back line. As that was Levitt looking for Pinoza, a little behind him, but he's able to collect it and back to Levitt. Knight was right there. Levitt cuts it back.
Levitt did a great job of holding Knight off there. And I think that was between him and Lindsley. They were a little zig, and I thought you were going to zag.
Yeah, Catholic Central is not on their schedule this year, so looking to see. The only time they would see each other at this point would be in the playoffs. I'd imagine somewhere in the regional finals or semifinals. I don't know what I'd have to look at the brackets to see.
Yeah, it seems they might be on different halves of the state bracket.
Yeah, for sure. This ball will just go out of touch.
Looks like there's the effects of a 30-minute wait for a referee and a long, grueling first half has kind of got to the players as we've kind of
flattened out a little bit.
Yeah, it's slowed down, and we're kind of grinding it out here. Nobody's really willing to run behind or take a chance.
Oh, it's Worrell. Well, he'll come in
still,
and
he's still running around with his hair on fire.
He's got Johnny Worrell, his brother, playing the ball there. As this ball fall right to Palomino, who looks to once again for Johnny Worrell.
Yeah, playing long passes against that Berkeley line seems to be a really fruitless endeavor for Troy. Berkeley does a great job of tightening up the gaps between them and then playing a little bit higher off of Davidson and then giving him the confidence to deal with anything that goes in behind him or the responsibility. They have confidence in his responsibility to deal with it.
So now here come the Berkeley Bears, and that'll actually go out last touch there by Andrew Cook.
Looks like that's Cook, yeah. Cook's another tough player for Berkeley.
And Belos is about to come back on here in just a moment.
Looks like Belos and Statura know each other. I think they're having a little conversation there at midfield before Belos enters the game.
So Johnny Worrell, he'll take a fall. Tried to be brought down by Stone. Knight was right there, but Larquette, and a foul was just called as we'll let to play this short and quick. Pinoza to Levitt.
Palomino,
now
Levitt.
Looking for Lindsay possibly, but Pugh will clear this up. So here we are, 17 votes in. Troy currently leading the poll 53% to 47%. Oh, is Lisney, look at he almost got through two defenders there for the Bears.
Snake his way through.
But look at this, now here comes Lisney now up this right side. Pugh there for the Bears defending. Oh, good work once again from Pugh.
Stone doing a good job of bringing McAvoy into the game.
There's some back and forth there as this ball's put up over the top.
For
Out
sure.
comes Davidson, he slips. Palomino got a head on it, but just not enough pace.
Davidson did a good job to recover after the little slip.
Look at this now. Nick Worrell, top of the 18. Oh, look at it. He gets by, slides. Davidson comes away with it. But another beautiful and individual effort from Nick Worrell. Just can't get that last elusive touch to get past Davidson and into the goal.
Berkeley did a great job of getting numbers over there on Worrell, but his down to up and down to up and down to up and still get a foot on it. That was something else from him.
Pinoza looking to find Johnny Worrell. McAvoy now for the Berkeley Bears, but Pinoza will clear it up and out. We're going to see a substitution now for both sides as Belos will come back in and Yee will step on here for the Colts with just 2 minutes to play here in this first half. 0-0 is your score after 38 minutes of play here. The only really, there have been 2 or 3 opportunities that have been created, but Davidson for the Bears and Hildebrandt for the Colts have done a good job of keeping those opportunities to really non-dangerous opportunities, how they're playing.
Yeah, neither goalkeepers had to make a really, really difficult save.
Nope, they're just the right place, the right time, and positioning will do that, and experience. Hildebrandt is a senior, Seth Davidson is a junior. That was
another errant passing against that really stingy Berkeley back line.
Oh, look at this. Johnny Worrell now will lay it inside. As Chris says, 1 minute remaining is now Stone.
Stone going to get loose.
1v3 little back heel to
Belows.
Belows. Yeah, is this then cleared up as that flag will now go up because Lisney did not get back.
Kai Dowling on the clearance there, intervening before Blouse and Stone were going to go on a 2v1 or 2v2 situation there.
Looks like
that was dangerous.
As they Seth Davis was going to take it, but now he's going to lay it to Landon Pugh.
They're probably just going to see his half out, I would imagine.
It's a throw-in, I guess. Fair enough. Ball thrown in, and Yee. Asamacher. Looking to play over the top there is now Belos will slide down and play on the ground as we're counting this one down.
Belos is rangy. Rangy and versatile. Did a good job of playing up front for a little bit, and then he came back here in midfield and was trying to get the counterattack going with Stone and was doing a really good job of intervening in Troy's ability to try to build through midfield.
Well, that he did, and you know, we're going to end this half here. The halftime score is 0-0 here in favor of no one. You know, looking at this first half, Rick, you know, what are your overall thoughts?
Yeah, I think both teams were able to get the things that they want done. I think Berkeley is happy to be resilient and then try to counter through Blouse mostly, and Stone got involved there a little bit. And then Troy did a really good job of sticking to their game plan where they try to play through that diamond in midfield, and then their forwards kind of, Palomino and Worrell, get a chance to get connected in combination. And, you know, I think just both defenses did a really good job of not allowing anybody to get behind them and create any chance there was any of any real threat.
100% behind what you just said, and we are 40 minutes away from figuring out which team is going to be in the rankings this final on Sunday here. Maybe they move up or move down, depending on how they play this game. So
this one will tell the tale for sure.
That it will. So don't go anywhere. We got a great game here. It's 0-0, 0-0 here at the half. You've been watching the number 2 Troy Colts taking on the number 3 Berkeley Bears here on the MSN Game of the Week, presented by Bella Football.
Their first ball. Their first uniform. Their first number. Their first teammate. Their first goal. Their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
City Food and Brewery has two Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfp.com.
Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiate.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativity.
Go. Right away. Up to 6. Wide open net for the box. Espinosa gets the head on it. They go in, and it dives. Shot. It goes off the post and in. Oh, look at this. That's the week. Wow.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $24.99 a month.
Last guess. Shot. That goes off the post and in. Oh, good move. Right away. Puck to 6. Wide open net for the box. That's goal number 2. Onside the 18. That's pretty. Cross. Steinwatch. Saved by Sully.
Their first ball. Their first uniform. Their first number. Their first teammate. Their first goal. Their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiate.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativity.
Granite City Food and Brewery has two Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $24.99 a month.
I watch soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
لا تنسون تتابعونا على ميشيغان سoccer network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I like to watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
Me gusta mirar fútbol en Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I love watching soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Obviously, you guys have a plan. Do you think your team did a good job of sticking to the plan during the first half?
Yeah, we did a really good job doing some of the things we want. We're still not quite sharp enough in the final third, but we think we made some adjustments at halftime that may help us in that. And on the flip side, just got to make sure we're defending on that big punt and some of those things like that. We did a really good job. I'm happy with our effort in the first 40.
Yeah, I thought the build through midfield was fantastic, and your objective is to get Palomino and Worrell in against our two center backs?
Yeah, I mean, they've done a good job. They haven't quite gone aggressive enough facing the goal and running that way. We'll try to figure that out in the second half.
All the best to you. Good luck.
Thank you.
What a great interview there by Rick Larson as we're back underway here. Second half action here on the Michigan Soccer Network's Game of the Week here presented by Bella Football. Bella Football is an exclusive soccer app available right now on the Apple Store as well as Google Play. A free app exclusively for soccer, for team management, communication. Forget the WhatsApp, the GroupMe. Use the new Bella Football app today. You can head over to bella.football for more information. Take a look at their demo as well as head over to our website to get more information. We're going to see this long throw in here once again from Robertson. Oh, like a head on that just goes wide. As we look at some of the comments coming in now, Cursista, Lemon Pepper, Yusuf Cursista, Beluga Dad, I'm back. So we welcome Rick Larson back here in the press box.
Yeah, running up the stairs there, I was able to get an interview with Coach Jimmy Statura, and he thought that his team did a really good job with the plan, and they're looking for a little bit of execution. On the other side of it, Coach Volosic was not into an interview and very into game mode, and said that he'd rather pass. So I appreciate his intensity and desire to get his team organized.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they're not used to this, and not that, we always are going to try things as part of being the media. We want to be able to hear from coaches and players, and I totally understand why a coach would be uncomfortable or just not ready to do that. So Steve Volosic's a great coach, great guy. I've known him for many, many years, so there's no harm, no foul in that. So
yeah, no, I've sitting in his seat, and for many games, I know that at different times it's you're really focused on your team, and you just rather stay in that mode.
As we are underway here in this second half action.
Really good turn from Stone.
So the Berkeley Bears are in the left, going left to right now on your screen in the all-white kits. Troy Colts are going right to left in the black and white trimmed kits here in this second half.
I think Berkeley's done a really good job of adapting to the game and trying to find these little pockets of space inside that diamond. And Blau's got on the ball a couple times and trying to get connected with Stone. It's already evident here in the second half.
ball there. He has it, lays it back to Levitt.
Morel's so tricky, so active. It's really hard to do tricky things around him because he's just going to sniff it out and chase it down. Cook with the intervention.
Yeah. Now Kuzmano.
Cook got caught defending on the wrong side. Now he's having to play a game of chase there.
Levitt played it back to Larquette.
Larquette with a good change of pace to get him behind that midfield line.
Palomino brings it back. I believe that was Pugh once again. Is played up to Stone. But here come the Colts. Oh, a ball there into well. Oh, look at that turn. Around with a shot, and it goes just wide.
He got into the side netting, but he just got on the wrong side of the post.
That he did. A great ball there.
What a turn. He hammered that thing. Absolutely hammered it. Goalkeeper knew nothing about it, but he just got it on the wrong side of the post, like I said.
And looking at, so Seth Davidson's still in goal here tonight. Steve did mention that there might be a goalkeeper change just based on how things are going, but Davidson's still in. Hillebrandt, as the flag will go up on that far side. I think they're going to call a foul.
Assistant referee's really trying to get the attention of the ref. He's making the somebody elbowed somebody motion.
What a beautiful moon, though, by the way, out there. Just
yeah, almost beautiful tinkering on Erie.
I know. Might not be able to see it right now just because we're focused our camera on the field of play, but maybe our operator Fisher might point that towards the sky.
Might give us a little view, huh?
It's possible. It's possible.
Sifting through this elbow or phantom elbow or whatever happened over there.
That's right. We'll see a free kick here from some 70 yards away from goal.
Well, we send it back to the bus for review.
This ball will be kicked in and a skirt almost all the way through. Now Belos, who's been a familiar face in the attack for the Bears.
Hots with the clearance. That stingy Berkeley line, they just intervene in such a way that really doesn't allow for Troy to get into a rhythm.
No, it's hard. They've really made it really difficult for them to get through that last seam, right? That last channel as this ball's played in, and that's cleared away.
That was
not
Hots
out of danger.
again.
Oh, is that the hard contact there, top of the 18? But
it's a really hard challenge from Kircheister.
I mean, is this the kind of game you'd expect from number 2 and number 3?
Yeah, the back and forth of it. I mean, I would say in general, the territory battle went to Troy in the first half, and now in the opening bits of the second half here, it really goes to Berkeley.
That's fair. Now we're going to see Robertson once again here throw this one in. A good ball. It's Kuzmano will head away. And then they're going to say he was in an offside position.
Stone was offside coming out of the box there?
That's what they're saying.
All right, we'll go with it. Stone was looking the whole time. I watched him the whole time he was running.
Well, hey, sometimes you're going to get it right. Sometimes you're going to get it wrong.
Yeah.
Ball played long. That's a good win. Schnakel. Ball play. That's a good ball into Palomino. Levitt into Kuzmano, and that's intercepted.
Birthday boy couldn't get connected.
No, he couldn't.
And then Berkeley gave it right back.
Part of we're talking 6 games in for Troy. I know it's 11 games in, for Berkeley, but to be fair, a lot of the teams they've played against, they haven't really seen a lot of this style of competition. So, and even the Colts. I mean, they've played against a Rochester Adams team that they did win in the OA Red in their first matchup. But they really haven't seen this level of play, from an opponent. I think both sides of this. I mean, I know that Berkeley saw Athens last week, but I don't know if we put Athens and Berkeley and Troy High really in the same conversation right now. I think that these two teams on this pitch tonight, Rick, are phenomenal teams, well organized. They understand the game as this ball's played into Worrell. He'll cut it back inside. There he goes to Matuza, who might look to line this one up from distance, and that's going to skirt past a diving Davidson and wide.
Yeah, I think one of the most important qualities of a good team is their ability to adapt to not only their opponent that they're playing, but the conditions of the evening, the weather, the occasion. And I think Berkeley's done a good job. They started out a little bit more conservative, and now they've grown into the game, and you can see each player is just kind of gaining more and more confidence as the match moves along.
There's now look Worrell now. He'll slip and fall, but referee will get the advantage, I think, as now he'll put this far post. Oh, that's a wide open. Puts it inside for Palomino, and it's cleared away.
That was a fantastic clearance. That's Winter. Oh, that intervening in that the timing of the intervention there was most important, and the fact that he was able to get enough on it to get it out of the box was absolutely wonderful.
So the Colts continue their possession here. They have used the word territory quite a bit. They've controlled the territory here for a bit in this second half. They've come out a little more organized, a little more possession-based. Berkeley's still dangerous on this transition and counterattack, as we're seeing here right now. Look at that, step overs there by Stone as he plays it out wide.
Referee's
actually, that's McAvoy playing it to Stone, but
yeah, McAvoy's got some things about him. When he gets going over on the left side, he can create some, some unbalanced situations or an overload, and try to find that little seam to, to slip Stone or Balaus in.
Now Kuzmano plays it into Worrell.
Troy doing some building of their own here. Comes Hotz.
Yes, he does. Up this left side is.
Hotz has been unsuccessful in his last two times trying to get down that left side and get a cross off.
Now Balaus. We've talked
what
about.
What a touch from Balaus. Wow.
Yes.
Man, he just started to rev his engine here in the second half.
He's been a dangerous player here for the Berkeley Bears here tonight.
Yeah, he's shifty, he's lanky. He's really off-putting to the defenders, and he's found himself in a number of really good pockets of space here in this early part of the second half. Now 11 minutes gone.
Worrell. Under pressure, but finds a way to get it back.
And his ability to chase right away after the ball goes away is next level stuff.
So we're going to see a dummy, but
yeah, that's
Hildebrandt will just kind of let this come in. He'll put it into the box.
Those are the plays from Hildebrandt that get all the people in the other side of the stands all worked up, but he had it well under control.
Matuza. Well, that's a giveaway. You can't have your center back giving that one away. That was Larquette. Stone to Balaus. Oh, back to Stone. Top of the 18 will fire one, blocked, and then cleared away by Levitt. Another, you're seeing it. We've seen it now. The game's starting to open up here, Rick. We talked about that in the first half, right? Teams playing more conservative. Hey, they're going to try and fill each other out, because it comes down to who makes the least costly mistake in a game, right? And no one wants to make that mistake that costs a goal, because one goal in this game could be all the difference as this ball played out wide now to Hotz.
Yeah, I thought we were maybe going to see a bunch of goals tonight, but it looks like maybe one goal is going to be the deciding factor here.
Yep. Kuzmano looks to play this one long in for a Worrell. Get a head on it, and goal just over.
What a cross, and what a run from both of those players. Palomino and Worrell were hungry to get on the end of that.
And that was, talk about a beautiful ball that comes in and the touch, it was a great header, just couldn't get enough of over that ball to drive it down.
Those in-swinging crosses, the right footer on the left side, he hits that in-swinging cross really pins the goalkeeper back on his line and allows those runs to materialize inside the box.
So as Knight here will follow Levitt.
I'm interested to see to know about the substitutions that were just made on the Berkeley side, because I thought that they found a lot of success in the first 11 minutes of the half, and now they went ahead and made 3 changes. So we'll see how that affects the game.
So now Belos off that Stone pass, too heavy of a touch, and cleared up. Here's Worrell will run onto this, and he'll be able to bring it down, but defensively, strong play defensive there by Strasky.
Yeah, Belos is second best here in another collision. You know, Jonathan, I was going to say, like, they were right here in front of us, and Troy was building, and Berkeley set up their midfield a little bit differently in the configuration than they did in the first half. They were flat across, and they were able to intercept passes right at the place where they wanted to, and then they were able to then create a transition to attack that had speed, incisive movements, and some connected behaviors from a bunch of the players that were ahead of the ball there. So, you know, these substitutions, I'm curious as how this is going to affect the game.
Yeah, for sure. Is now we're.
Belos is seriously worse for wear there. He just the ball got away from him, and I think it was Dowling who stepped in and made a big clearance, and maybe there was contact between the two, but Dowling didn't even flinch. So I'm not sure what happened.
Well, while we have this break, let's talk about what we here at the Michigan Soccer Network are in need of. We are in need of some support and help here with our productions. We are looking for everything from camera operators to producers to sideline reporters and more. If you'd like to learn more about how to apply for a job, an opportunity here with the Michigan Soccer Network, head over to our MichiganSoccerNetwork.com website, and right on the menu tabs along the top of the page, or the little click down button on your mobile phone, there's an app page that says Apply Now. You can apply for an opportunity here with the Michigan Soccer Network as we're continuing to grow our team and growing what we do here each and every day. So Belos now back up and moving, which is good to see. Again, alongside my broadcast partner, Rick Larson, my name's Jonathan Turner. Excited to bring you this game of the week here on the Michigan Soccer Network. As now we're going to see this throw in from Penoza.
We'll restart this game with a throw-in from that injury to
another long
Belos.
throw-in. Is you got Worrell in the box, Palomino. Kersister as it goes in. That'll be headed out. Looks like he hit off a Berkeley defender, and it will go out for a corner.
I thought so too. That's going to be a corner kick. Always looking to upgrade your set pieces. Move from this one to the next one.
Yep. I talk about how important set pieces are all the time. I know run and play is great to score goals, but they say 40% of all goals are scored on set pieces. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, 3% of corner kicks score, but 77% of penalties score, and probably at
ball bender, far post. Will come out to Stone for the Bears, and here they come. You got Knight making a run up that far side. Stone there with Penoza. Looks the ball up to Knight. He just can't get a clean touch on that. Is now Hotz.
I like to say sometimes those passes are too accurate.
Yeah.
He hit him with it.
Is now, it looked to play this one just over the top, a little floater.
Yeah, this game's getting pacey now.
Yes, Kuzmano. Oh, Dowling, let's go over the top for Palomino. He might find him. Davidson comes out just in time. Again, the game opening up compared to what we saw in the first half. A lot more connecting passes just over the top is now Stone. Plays this out wide. Oh, that's a good ball. Far post.
Just had a little bit too much on it.
Just too much.
Yeah.
I believe that was for Nielsen.
I think he just held X down a little bit too far.
It's Andrew Cook, huh?
He held X down a little bit too long.
Little bit too much on that one.
Maybe it's triangle, I don't know. Squeeze the controller for too long.
This ball bounce around, and now Stone.
Kirchheister.
Yep, Kirchheister and
Guzmano. Levitt.
Matuza.
Yeah.
Up now, giving away is.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get their midfield engine humming there.
We're going to see Larroquette back to Hildebrand. I think it's really the first pass back of the evening. Oh, that's under immediate pressure. Is Dowling. That was Levitt, now Hotz. Just giving away.
Yeah, you could hear Hotz wasn't happy with himself there when he let it go.
Ball played into Stone. Look at that, that's a good ball. Cook just couldn't get a good touch on it. Oh, I think that was a mistake by Schnakel. I think he thought that Knight was closer. I think he would have probably gotten that if he was not as close as he thought he was. But if you're just joining us here, we got 23 minutes remaining here in this second half in a 0-0 game. There really haven't been a ton of opportunities. I think the best opportunity of the night has come off that header from Nick Worrell.
Yeah, that
would just went on that in-swinger pass that just
cross. Yeah.
As Robertson will now throw this one into the mix. Knight will get a little flick on it, drops inside the 6 and then cleared away, but the rebound will be right back in. Knight now. Well, the ball will go now inside the 12 and then finally cleared away.
2 versus 4 here. We'll see what Palomino chooses to do.
Oh, Palomino gets by Robertson.
The defender up inside out.
Oh, he keeps going. Continues his individual effort with a shot, and it hits off the crossbar. The individual effort from Palomino to take on 4 defenders and get a shot off is just unbelievable.
Only somebody with Palomino's footwork and his confidence level would choose to take a 2 versus 4 counterattack from midfield and make it a 1 versus 4 scenario and get off some kind of a shot that was just absolutely fantastic right off the crossbar.
I mean, world class there from John Palomino.
Wow.
Just couldn't find a way. It went past the stretching arms of Davidson, and just hit off the woodwork. As now this ball will be put back in, and then a touch there by Davidson and out for a corner. The pressure now continues here for the Colts as you can start to sense the buildup that something good's going to happen here.
Yeah, McAvoy coming back in and Asemacher, these 2 starters. Things went a little bit upside down at about the 28th minute when Berkeley chose to make those subs, and then now Coach Wolosic's getting his guys back in to try to see if he can turn the tide again.
Well, we're going to see the corner kick now as it comes in. Oh, a head on it. Davidson with a beautiful save. Hits off the crossbar, but it hit off.
We got a head-to-head now.
Oh, we got 2 players.
We got to get the trainers on the field here.
The effort there, the Davidson save there is just spectacular.
Yeah, world-class save. There's a lot of quality football being played down inside Berkeley's box here. Can't see who's down, but the Troy player came flying in to try to head that in.
Looks as though that's Landon Pugh, number 21, I believe.
Pugh for Berkeley, and
yeah, so Pugh for Berkeley. I don't know who the other player is. It's another corner kick coming up though. When this is, it looks like it might be. Oh, he's getting up now. I say it might be number 8.
Kirchheister.
Yeah, Kirchheister. No, is that Palomino? I
don't think so.
No, I think it is. Yeah, it is.
Palomino's got a captain armband on.
Kirchheister is coming off, as well as Pugh.
Wow, 2 brave players. Just one defending his goal and one trying to score.
As you can see here,
glad to see both guys are all right.
Berkeley Bears fans on that far side now went from probably 60 to close to 100 over there
Kirchheiser's smiling, so he's no worse for wear.
He's probably going to go into.
News.
They're probably both going to go into concussion protocol.
Yeah, it's Pugh's coming over. They're both going to sit on the trainer's card here, and
they're going to start asking some questions. But what a beautiful ball from Worrell. I believe it's Johnny Worrell now.
He's hitting another one here, huh? He's hitting these corner kicks with some torque.
His ball comes in again.
Oh, yeah.
Dangerous ball. That Stone pops up in the air right at the top of the 18. And it drops. There's Larquette. And now
I'm going to say Berkeley's got to take this opportunity to knock the ball in behind and relieve some of this pressure, because they've been under pressure for 5 minutes maybe.
Kuzmano, now Palomino, a little shove.
Since the Palomino
from Robertson,
counterattack.
Knight now has it for the Bears. Looks like Belos is going to come back in. Knight will go down, and Matuza. And the ball in for Worrell is good pull back there by number 8, Griffin Strasky, but given away. The turnovers here in tonight's game for both sides.
Yeah, Strasky did a good job of dealing with Worrell. I wouldn't want to be dealing with Worrell. I just quick turn and get rid of it, so he's no longer involved in the action.
So offsides was called, as we're going to see Seth Davidson step up and take it. 20 minutes to play in this one, and we got a lot of action still left in this game. Both teams here have been, I say, more intentional with their movement forward with the ball, much more so than in the first half, Rick.
Yeah, this the attempt to settle this game and get on the board for each team is really, they've convinced me a lot more that this is something that they plan to do tonight. First half at times is a bit of a stalemate between the two back lines, but these guys they're now trying to break each other down. Schnackel and Belaus just coming back in the game. I think that's going to change things here for Berkeley.
So 19 and a half to go. Number 2 versus number 3 in the state of Michigan. Who do you got winning this game? I think the last time I looked at the poll, it was 55% in favor of Troy. I think based on what you're seeing from Troy High, that would probably be a likely scenario, but do not count these Bears out, as they have been very dangerous on the counterattack, specifically with Belos and Stone and McAvoy. This ball's played inside. O'Rourke gets a touch on that, and somehow Davidson's able to come away with it.
Excellent.
He was falling down.
Yeah, excellent concentration from Davidson. There was a lot of things going on there that were unsettling, and the bend and the pace of the cross and the lack of height of it and the number of players, all those things contributed to the uncertainty, but he did a great job of holding it.
So as we now see Stone, cuts this one back inside, plays that to Schnackel. Out wide now to Knight here on this near side. Oh, he misplayed that to Belos, and now here comes Johnny Worrell,
his brother.
Worrells. Can tell both by the blonde hair. Palomino, a little shove.
That was an important intervention there.
It was. Now hot.
I think that was.
But now out. Here comes Stone. In support, he's got McAvoy. And then Belos. Stone lays it off. One-time shot from Belos, and that's going to go well wide. So we're going to see Andrew Cook come back in, as well as number 21, Landon Pugh. Good to see him back in after that head contact with
that's encouraging. You never want to see anybody.
Persista from the Troy Colts here a few moments ago.
You never want to see anybody having to sit out because they banged heads with somebody.
Not at all, as Worrell tried to bring that one down, unable to do so, is Schnackel. Well, now good work from Worrell. We can sing his name. The player of the game in Worrell is where my head's at right now on this one.
What a great interception.
Look at that! Look at that touch from Belaus.
He's got some insight on how to deal with defenders, that's for sure.
That was Luke Larquette. Guzmano over the top, looking for Nick Worrell. Davidson will come out.
Yeah, he won't chase anymore.
Not even. You're just joining us. We are in a great game here. 0-0, 0-0, as they say across the pond. Welcome in. I'm Jonathan Turner. This is Rick Larson. And we're calling a good one here this evening. An OAA Red matchup right now is Berkeley currently sitting in first place in the table. Troy sitting at third. That's just because they played less games.
Yeah, what a great matchup between these two teams tonight. And conditions couldn't be better, and the quality of soccer being played is a really, really high level. Here's Balaus dropping deep in midfield now and getting connected and connecting his team. He's had an excellent second half.
Oh, look at this. That's a good defensive play. That was from Lucas Larroquette. Good work. Now Cook will collect this for the Bears, but Larroquette, just the energy now out of that back. Something that we saw early on. We talked about this with Stachura. You know, he was a late scratch here from the lineup to starting 11. He got a little, kind of like rolled his ankle a little bit, had some swelling. They were just taking it easy for him tonight. Not that this game's not important, but it's a long season. And while this game is extremely important in the OAA Red, league, hey, they're fighting for a lot more than just a league title. They want a whole lot more this season. So that's what he had conveyed to me here earlier this morning.
Yeah, and I think just in general, when you when you crack the top 5 in Michigan in Division I, you want to do everything you can not only to hold on to your spot, but you want to continue to improve your spot. And I think we've seen every bit of the players putting in that kind of effort tonight.
Johnny Worrell, look at that strong battle from him. Johnny Worrell
did a great job of holding them off.
Johnny Worrell's a sophomore here on this Troy High Colts team. I believe that's McAvoy on that far side. We're going to see a foul. Maybe the ball went out. The ball went out. We're going to see 2 subs come back, and now we're going to see Chris Heister back on now after that hand injury, and we're going to see Levitt, the birthday boy, back on as well.
Yeah, it's good to see Chris Heister coming back in, and Levitt's going to go back in probably at the back of that midfield or in one of those 8 spots and try to get connected to Guzmano and Palomino and Worrell.
Worrell plays it back to Penzo. Penoza, sorry. I keep looking at the sheet the wrong way. This ball's played up over the top. This ball is put in for Cook, and it goes just past Hildebrandt. Oh, and now Cook has it, and that'll go out of touch. We're going to see Robertson now come in for that long throw, as we're going to see Nielsen and Knight come back on here for the Bears. Cook will step off. You'll see McAvoy come off again as well. Robertson will throw this one in. A good long throw, back post. Stone was right there, just couldn't connect with it. And it's going to go out for a goal kick. He was right there, wide open as that ball skirted through to that back post. And those are the things that can be created by throwing it into the mix like I'm talking about there, Rick.
Yeah, those are always dangerous moments and really unsettling for the defense. And you're uncertain on how you want to defend those things, but you really just hope you get the first action on the ball to get it out.
Oh, look at this, Guzmano.
Good turn by
finds
Guzmano.
Worrell. He's got Palomino making that run, but Worrell, now he's surrounded by 3 players from the Bears.
He did a great job to recognize his angle wasn't great.
Yep. Throws this into Levitt. Penoza to Worrell, and that bounce is going to go the Colts' way. Palomino will lay it back. Good switch here to Lucas Larroquette. And then that ball just inside the penalty area.
What a great header from Winter.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that was a great ball as Larroquette now inside the 18. Down by the end line, top of the 6, wide open. Davidson off the goal line, makes a save.
Davidson. I think Palomino will want that back.
We're going to see a yellow card here, I think.
because he didn't quite strike it clean enough, but Davidson made a great save.
I guess we're not going to see the yellow card. That was...
And then Strosky got it out in the end.
That was Naul Arakat on that foul that stopped that promising attack. But again, end-to-end action here. 12 minutes to go in this game. Between the number 2 Troy Colts and the number 3 Berkeley Bears. Robertson had been taking these free kicks all evening. This one from about 54 yards or so away from goal. Hildebrandt was thinking about coming off his line.
Yeah, he thought better against it because the box is loaded.
Oh, look at the shot from below. It's blocked. Knight will settle this down and then play it up the line for
Nifty little
Schnackle.
pass by Knight.
Well, that's going to bounce out, but I think it's going to go off for a goal kick, and it will. What a... This is a good game.
Crowd's starting to come into this. There's, I mean, on that attempt from Troy that Davidson saved, the guys on the bench were screaming and throwing their arms, and they thought that was it.
I mean, you know, you got Belos on the attacking side. You got Davidson on the goalkeeping side. I mean, Davidson, I mean, arguably there's 4 saves here that he makes that keeps this game 0-0. You know, he's my player of the game right now for the Bears, and looking at Worrell, I think Worrell is the player of the game for the Colts, regardless of the outcome right now. But obviously that could change. You start getting a Palomino involved, and he scores a goal for the Colts. It makes a big difference. But I don't know what your thoughts are. If you're tuning in here, put your thoughts in who you think the player of the game is tonight here for either side. Out comes Hildebrandt, and that'll be cleared away by Kay Dowling. As we're going to see Cook and McAvoy come back in. Steve's trying to keep his players fresh. He's bringing them off here in waves, especially his 2 guys between McAvoy and Cook. We're seeing this happen now. We've seen it throughout the course of this match. He's just trying to keep those guys fresh for this last 10 minutes to hopefully find a way to be able to come away with a win here.
Yeah, I think you see a little bit of contrast in both coaches, and you know, Berkeley's decided to switch their guys on and off, and you know, it makes the game a little bit less connected, a little bit more choppy, but then you get guys that are more fresh for moments.
Stone now, top of the 18, looking to take a shot that goes wide of a diving Hildebrandt, but that was off frame.
Yeah, that was, I think Hildebrandt must have lost track of where he was, because from up here that never looked like it was going in.
No, it didn't. Is now Dowling. Play this across to that far side to Larracat. Looking to play this one into Palomino, and you get to do better than that against Luke Winter, who's been strong in the air all evening here for the Bears.
The little timing and the connection that Berkeley has when they've given all that space, when the ball's turned over a little bit deeper in midfield, the space that they have to get those connections going, it's really caused Troy problems in the transition defense.
I see Kay Dowling watch this one go all the way out. Both teams on their feet. Good to see both benches is fully involved and engaged in the game.
That's about the worst place for a throw-in. I would have rather saw Kai try to turn that out of there and make something of it, because this thing's
it's the worst. That one's cleared right in the middle of the park.
Straight to his opponent.
And that's right, that's a mocker. And that one's now settled down. It's good to see both players from that head collision here back on the pitch here from a few moments ago. Cook now plays all the way back to Davidson, but that is going to maybe go out for a corner. And that is a mistake that you don't want to make here with 8 minutes to play. You don't want to give Troy High, who's been dangerous inside the box on set pieces. I mean, the last corner kick, I mean, there have been 2 of those where one, Davidson made that unbelievable save off the post. I mean,
yeah, now Troy's going quick, and Worrell just hitting those cranking, down spinning, in swinging corner kicks. They're mesmerizing.
They're money. Their money is. Worrell puts this one in, and that's going to drop right near the penalty spot. And I think it's headed away by McAvoy. Now Robertson. Robertson and Worrell here on this near side. Finds Lucas Larracat.
That wasn't a well thought through cross.
No, it was not, but Look at that ball. Front a shot from distance.
Oh, that'd have been some birthday present, huh?
Yeah, I love it there from distance. Would have laid that one off and just went wide. So Cook comes back off again. Knight comes back on. Well, a good win in the air. Now Kuzmano. Kirscheister, that ball played. Now the ball will drop to Kuzmano again. Levitt. Atuza. Pinoza. Well, look at this ball over the top, trying, but Winter right there. Oh, Matuza looking as now Davidson goes up for it and comes up with it. 6 minutes to go in this one.
We know what's coming here from Davidson.
A big boot?
Bomber, yep. Look at that. They got it cleaned up, and this is right the area where Berkeley likes to begin their attacks from.
Hessenmacher. That's Stone.
Stone coming down.
Kuzmano takes it away.
Kuzmano did a great job there.
I'm going to use your word. That was a great intervention.
Yeah, it really was. It really was.
Scheister, oh, look at that ball for Worrell. Can you get a touch on it? He might go in. It does! That is going to count, I believe, as an own goal.
Whoa, and we're having a light show here at Troy High School. That could be the game-deciding goal, but that is really, really unfortunate from the Berkeley side.
Yeah, I think that's going to go as an own goal. Davidson was coming off his line, and
I will tell you that in-swing and cross from the left side here, with Worrell running in behind the defense, freezes Davidson initially, and then he decides to come for it, and then when the touch happens,
yeah, that's going to be an own goal. I mean, obviously looking at the play for what it was, it was Yusuf, Krishista that made that, or Krishista that made that ball in, and I believe it was actually Robertson that got a touch with it with his feet. I'm going to go back and look at it one more time here just to double check, but
I think Robertson would like that to be an unnamed player. I don't think that even his actions didn't deserve that kind of an outcome. I mean, it wasn't. He didn't make a terrible mistake. He just mishit it, and the ball kind of looped his goalkeeper.
It wasn't Robertson. It might have been Winter, but it's an own goal. That's what it goes down as. Hey, that's what happens. I talked about this earlier. I said it comes down to the team that makes the least mistakes, and you're going to be making mistakes a lot during the course of a game, and some of them mean nothing while others mean a whole bunch. And I wouldn't necessarily even call that necessarily a mistake because he's going up to win that ball, but that's a defensive miscue that goes as an own goal, and now it's 1-0 here in favor of Troy High, with just under 5 minutes to play in this crucial and key OAA Red matchup.
Yeah, I think the upside of Troy's desire to play and get balls in the box and apply pressure to the Berkeley defense was high, and they got what they were looking for. Pressure the game and the occasion will force players into mistakes as well, and I think that's a little bit what was in play there.
Oh, look at this play by. This is Palomino. Oh, Palomino's be taken down. And we're going to see a yellow card.
For that counterattack.
And that's Belos, I believe. That's going to be given the yellow card.
Yeah. Now the Troy student section's involved here.
So yeah, Belos will step off. What a fantastic game. I mean, Thursday night soccer.
Had a great game, and
oh, look, Worrell's going to step to take this one, though.
Yeah, and they're gonna put Bilal straight back in the game. I mean, that was just a good hard play from him.
That's a tactical yellow card.
Yeah,
it's tactical. That's
really smart.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. I mean, you don't want a guy like Palomino who's been dangerous. We watched him slice and dice 4 defenders in that 2v4. We talked about it. Yeah. I mean, he got a shot off, an unbelievable shot, and so Belos is doing what he needs to do to keep his team in this game. They're not out of this game yet. They've got 4 minutes to go.
Worrell's going to step over this. That looks like a 9-man wall, by the way.
I think that's just about enough.
Worrell will stand over this one and just misses.
He really hits the downspin. He hits that dipper, man. That thing is a goalkeeper's nightmare.
Have you ever seen a 9-man wall, though, like that, aside from being on the goal line?
They're trying to figure out how they can, get settled down, and they want to create another opportunity to try to tie this game.
I personally have never seen a 9-man wall, except for that wall being maybe on the goal line in an indirect free kick, just inside the 6.
Yeah, it's rare. It's rare.
And you notice, there was only 2 players for the Troy High up top. The rest of them are back here. As we saw Worrell step off, now Noah Yee is in and cleared away by Cook. Yeah. So Statura,
that's his first appearance in the second half.
It is. If you're just tuning in, we got a nice one here, 1-0. That goal coming here just 2 minutes ago. So scored in the 75th minute. Goes down as an own goal. Lindsay
with some nifty footwork. Levitt with the good intervention. Restarting the attack. Troy's made some substitutions and Palomino's out.
I just heard the referee say, if you keep doing this, we're going to stop it. We're going to give you a yellow card. Now, the rules in high school when it comes to this, under 5 minutes to go when the team is up by 1 goal and they continue to sub, the referee is required to stop the clock. So we might see a lot of that here. And that, disrupting the flow of the game is a way a coach can slow it down and hopefully find a way through substitutions because you don't want to have a flow. You want to really chop this thing up and really just start killing it with 2.5 minutes to go on this one.
Yeah, Coach Statura is doing everything right in terms of trying to get through the next 3 minutes here. And Kai Dowling stepped in there and was able to intercept that pass on the ground and shut it down.
We have 2 minutes to go on this one. Right now, with a 1-0 game here.
Missed touch from Cook. Troy looked to eat some more time on these throw-ins. Cook got it back into the field of play. Great header from Balaus. Stone trying to deal with this in a grouping of 5 Troy players.
Well, that's kind of now Yee. Oh, that's going to deflect. Good work by Cook.
Yeah, Cook's put in a shift here to try to keep the ball inside their attacking half.
Oh, good play.
Yeah, nifty pass.
Essenmacher, ball in the Stone.
Really good setup.
Stone turns, he takes a shot, and that goes just past Hildebrandt. They're going to call that a goal kick. They were thinking maybe a corner.
Stone made a great turn. His first touch was excellent, and the 3 Troy defenders converged on him, and I thought they bothered his shot, but I thought that it was maybe deflected, but referee didn't see it as such.
1 minute remaining.
I want to remind you, at the conclusion of this game, we are going to have players from both teams in an interview, so at least that's the goal. Doesn't always work out that way, but we will make that happen as best we can as this ball is cleared away with 45 seconds to go. Turn the clock off because our clock continues to count up while they keep stopping it. As now this ball go right into Davidson's hands. He's got a big boot, so punt this one up.
Kick that thing straight into the moon.
Remember last year in the OA Red matchup, there was a 1-1 draw as Hildebrandt comes out with 20 seconds to go, and he'll dive onto this one. And Rick, barring a miracle, there's a big punt from him that Winter gets ahead on. And you can hear the countdown begin here.
3, 2, 1.
And there is the conclusion of the game. It'll end here in a 1-0 win here for the Troy High Colts here tonight. What are your thoughts?
Jubilation on the Troy side here. I think it's unfortunate that that's the goal that settles the game between 2 really, really strong teams. But as I said during the broadcast, I think that when you apply the pressure and you take into consideration the occasion, 2 versus 3 tonight, Michigan Soccer Network Game of the Week, it forces teams into mistakes, and pressure makes diamonds. But it also, on the opposite side of that, Berkeley's not happy about giving away a goal of that nature.
No, it was a beauty of a game, and don't go anywhere when we come back here on the other side of this. Post-game coverage will continue. But here from Troy High here on this Thursday evening, the MSN Game of the Week, the Troy High Colts come away with a 1-0 win over the Berkeley Bears. We'll be back here for post-game coverage and more on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Their first ball. Their first uniform. Their first number. Their first teammate. Their first goal. Their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
City Food and Brewery has two Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiate.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativity.
Go by Wen. Up to 6. Wide open net for Fox. Espinosa gets ahead on it. They go in and it dives. Shot. That goes off the post and in. Oh, look at this. That might be a push if you That's the week. Wow.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $24.99 a month.
Last guess. Shot. That goes off the post and in. Oh, good move by Wen. Puck to 6. Wide open net for Fox. Net goal number 2. Inside the 18. Left foot. Cross. Steinwart. Welcome back here into Troy High School here as we're going to be welcoming in here the player of the game for Berkeley, Mr. Seth Davidson, in just a moment.
All right. Technical difficulties here at the Michigan Soccer Network. I'm here with Seth Davidson, who played a fantastic game. And, I just wanted to ask you, do you think you followed the game plan? I think you were a goalkeeping change coming into tonight's game also, and I thought you put on a fantastic performance. What do you attribute your performance to tonight?
As a team, I think we played well. Our team played really well. Really did what we could. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to. It happens sometimes. We move on. We have a big game Tuesday that we're looking forward to, and I think we just got to move past this, put it behind us, and move on to the next game.
Yeah, I think games like tonight allow teams to accumulate a number of experiences, and I think the fact that you were able to withstand their pressure and then your quality of distribution from the back was able to get your team out of your own end and into the attack. Is that one of the reasons for the strategic switch of the goalkeepers and why Coach Wolosik went with you?
Not necessarily. Both me and the other goalkeeper, Hunter, can both hit the ball pretty far. I won't lie. He's a great kicker. Can nail the ball just as far as I can, if not farther. I don't really think there was a reason for why he did the switch tonight. I think he went with what his gut told him, and I was in the net.
Good man. Well, your performance was outstanding tonight, and we're really looking forward to seeing you play here in the near future. Congratulations on a great start to your season. I'm sure that you guys, with your experience and quality, you're going to move past this game right into the next one, and we're looking forward to seeing how that goes for you.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Yep.
So that is Rick Larson there. We're waiting for Nick Worrell, who is our player of the game for the Troy High Colts. A phenomenal game here for these two teams. You know why after watching this match, why they're both ranked the number 2 and 3 team in the state. And just a phenomenal performance from both of these teams, and as Rick had mentioned, it sucks that it comes down to an own goal mistake. Well, you can call it a mistake or not. Going up for that ball, you're doing the best you can, and it just, unlucky would be the word to use. And as a former coach who's been there myself and been part of being on the right side of being lucky and on the raw side of being unlucky, that unfortunately is the game of soccer, good, bad, or indifferent. So like I said, we're just waiting for Nick Worrell here now to come over to the microphone here with Rick Larson. When he does, let's just stand by here as we wait some of the nuances here of this process, and we're. We can see now, actually, Jimmy Satura kind of came over and kind of asked Mr. Rick Larson who we're bringing. So we're going to wait for Nick here to join us. But I want to remind you, tomorrow night we'll be out at in Grosse Pointe as Grosse Pointe South plays against Grosse Pointe North in that rivalry matchup here tomorrow night under the lights at 7 p.m. And then on Saturday we're out at Romeo as Romeo welcomes in De La Salle. As now we're going to see Nick Worrell now walk here into camera, and we'll pick it up here with Rick.
I'm here with Nick Worrell, player of the game for Troy High School tonight, in a big win for the number 2 team in the state. Nick, do you think you guys followed the game plan? And was the way that you scored the goal, was that something that you guys talk about?
I did expect to score a goal like that. I always try to break teams down in a different sort of way, and I would say that our game plan really didn't go to plan, as they played differently than we expected, but we outworked them and we scored a goal, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, I think the game was a tale of two halves, and I think that they did a good job of kind of intervening in your diamond in midfield, and then you guys got some counterattacks going. You started hitting some really good corner kicks. The whip and the bend and the torque on your corner kicks really caused some trouble. And I think the goal that was scored was like an in-swinging cross from the left side for a right footer and then you ran in, and then the defender had to play it. And I thought a couple other times inside the game, your willingness to run in behind the defenders and on those in-swinging crosses pins the goalkeeper on the line, and then that deflection, unfortunate for Berkeley, but fortunate for you guys, was, the difference in the match.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
I just thought we outworked them. We pinned them in towards the end. They weren't able to get out of it, played some corners they couldn't clear. Got unlucky a few times, hit the post, but ultimately that doesn't matter if we won.
Yeah, congratulations on the win. One of the things we do here on the Michigan Soccer Network is we ask the players what their favorite food is. So you got it. Hopefully you're going to give us something better than chicken fingers. You got something better for me than chicken fingers?
I would say a barbecue pizza.
Okay, but from where?
Anywhere.
Barbecue pizza from anywhere. You heard it first here on the Michigan Soccer Network. We have one more question for him. You got to tell us what your favorite candy is.
I like Starburst a lot. Those are good.
Okay, we like sugary chews. We have sugary chews up in the booth, so we appreciate you taking the time to talk to us after the game. Congratulations on a wonderful performance, and I've heard that Catholic Central and UAD are playing a tight match tonight, so who knows, maybe moving up the chain.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yep.
That was Rick Larson with our player of the game, Nick Worrell. A fantastic game he had, dangerous all the way throughout tonight's matchup, and an exciting game here to say the least. And again, just two really good squads here that had a phenomenal game. And we want to thank you for joining us here tonight here on the Michigan Soccer Network. It was an exciting game, exciting time here. The final score here from Troy High School was 1-0 here in favor of the Troy High Colts, the number 2 team in the state, facing off against the number 3 team in the state, the Berkeley Bears. OA Red matchup. We'll have the updated standings here tomorrow on our website. For all of us here at the Michigan Soccer Network, we want to say thank you for joining us here tonight alongside my broadcast partner, Rick Larson. My name is Jonathan Turner. Sam Fisher on camera. We appreciate you, and we will see you next time for more soccer.